my story about my beautiful wife, Nikki. She passed away on December the 6th, 2021. She was a beautiful soul. 3 years she's been struggling with cancer. But she was a fighter. You know, from the first time she got here, well, she said she found it hard to walk. She felt feeling in the back of her back was hurting a lot. We went to the doctors and they did scans. They said, oh, there's something there, like a tumour. As you hear that word, you're thinking, oh God. They said, no, don't worry, we will see if we can get her. So obviously we did did all the tests and stuff. And they said, yeah, we'll go to St George's Hospital in Tooting. She did an operation. Unfortunately, where it was on the lower of the spine, it's very difficult to get the full tumour out due to nerves and, hitting certain things with nerves. You can lose your legs, bowel movements, all these other, there's all so many symptoms. There's, nerve damage, which I never knew it could do. But it went okay. We got most of it out, they said. And then from then, we went with more treatments. We were then transferred to the Royal Marsden in Fulham, Chelsea side. And then they said, well, the tumour didn't actually start from the back of the spine. She had a rare carcinoma, kidney cancer. It obviously started there and then transferred to the back of the spine, which then comes as a stage 4 cancer. So they said because it was rare, it's difficult, to see what kind of treatment. So a lot of it was trial and error. But they were brilliant. At first, let's just try some radiotherapy, at the back of the area. And then obviously at that stage we had a little boy. He was only 4 at the time, little Varish. So we wanted more kids, but so where the location of the lower back, if they did the radiotherapy, it's high intense, and you'll have to lose all the ovaries. So we'll have to make a decision. We can freeze them. It takes a couple of months, and wait for the treatment to be later, or it's one of those things when you think about it. You don't know what to do. Do you wait 3 months, freeze some eggs, you can have kids later, or would you just go for it because you see your wife in pain and you want your wife to be better? Well, obviously, only one option for me anyway, and I think she had the same as well. We had one little beautiful boy. He needed parents, so we said, hey, let's do the radiotherapy. She did the radiotherapy. It started helping a little bit, and then obviously she started chemo. It was experimental chemo. It wasn't the chemo where you lose your hair and stuff, but you had other symptoms like fatigue, tiredness. And she would just go in and do this chemo. And like I said, for a year and a bit, she had patches, good and bad, She could do stuff. Sometimes she was bad, sometimes she was good. But it was manageable. But I think she didn't want to talk to people about it much. Told a few close people, but kept it to herself, where I was opposite. I told all my friends, all my work people. I just thought I just needed support, saying, look, my wife's going through this, and I'm going through this. Just understanding, But she was a fighter. And like I said, we were going well, ups and downs, but then it was spreading slowly. And they kind of said, look, we need to, see, the treatment's working, but we'll need to remove the kidney, one of them. So then we did the operation, took out the kidney where the cancer started from. Again, that was a good thing in a sense. It helped a little bit. Again, stayed back on the chemo, trying to help her. Like I said, she was moments are good, moments are bad. You do have those things. So I cherish those moments. And maybe we could still travel sometimes. Background, my wife, she's Sri Lankan. She's born in Sri Lanka. Had a kind of arranged marriage. Married me in 2009. 2010, she moved here to the UK. Yeah. So she could still travel back to see her parents and friends over there. Like I said, a year and a bit was going good. You know, it was controlled. You know, like I said, it was always positive. That it was not spreading rapidly. It was just everything's going okay. And then it got to a point where it was you start getting pains again. Unfortunately, and then we were like, she was like her back's really hurting. She was getting fatigued. And they're doing it. They were saying it could be treatment. It could be all the stuff. I remember we went to the Royal Marsden. She did a blood test and said, just treatment's working. We don't see much spread. It's going okay. We'll see you in another 2 weeks. We were driving halfway there. We got a phone call. One of the doctors, can you turn back and come back? We're like, okay. I remember that. I was like, oh no, what's wrong now? She turned back. I was thinking, oh shit, they're gonna give us bad news. Is she, what are they gonna say? I remember going in the room and they said, I've done your bloods and you're pregnant. And I'm like, what? Well, we did radiotherapy and at the time you said we can't have any kids anymore or whatever. And I said, yeah, that's normally there's a 1% chance sometimes. So wait, you're saying she has a rare form of kidney cancer that spread. Then you said we can't have kids, but unfortunately she's the 1% that got it. And what do we do? And at that stage she was 4 months pregnant. And it was like, oh my god. What do we do? We did all these tests and we were like, okay. You speak to so many different doctors and the options are, you can try to have the kid under all this, treatment, but you have to stop the treatment. But obviously she was on treatment prior to that, so we don't know what effect would have on the embryo or the fetus before. Also, in conditions she was in, obviously she wasn't the strongest and the weakest at that time. Could she carry a baby? And or do we just get rid of it? Obviously 4 months is a bit longer, so it's not like we could take a tablet or thing, or whatever the normal abortion process is. It had to be an operation. That was a hard decision, but I always wanted another kid, preferably a girl, a boy and a girl. She wanted another kid. And then obviously, we're Hindu. You don't think about abortions and all this stuff. And I knew, see her face, she wanted to have it, because it's like a miracle, isn't it? Someone says you can't have a kid, you do radiotherapy, and God gives you a miracle. How can you get rid of a miracle? But you gotta think, I love my life. That's my miracle. I want to be a family, I want to have myself to be happy. So we did the decision of, doing the abortion. I remember she went into the hospital. And obviously we did the operation, but again, the luck that we have of a family, there was complications, obviously it's 4 months. It's hard to get everything out, and get a lot more pain and stuff. Obviously she's going to be on treatment for a bit. But we took the embryo out. And a couple of weeks later they said there's still some of the, I don't know, it's placebo or whatever they left, and they had to just get her back in again and just do another little quick op just to get the remaining out of her, which didn't help. Poor girl's been in and out of hospitals, doing radiotherapy, chemo, operation on the back, Now this takes its toll. Obviously, doing all this, you have to be off the treatment and stuff. So cancer was spreading slowly. But again, the Marsden weren't too um, scared. They said, yeah, little nodes, they call it, were popping up, but not at a rate that was concerning or sizable. So we were okay. As long as we can treat you, get back onto the treatment, get back on and stuff. And then obviously, COVID started. How COVID happened, isn't it? And then you start getting more back pain and stuff. And obviously, at that time, it's hard to see the doctors and stuff because obviously we couldn't go to the hospitals, couldn't go everywhere and stuff. And obviously, in pain, they give a lot of drugs like fentanyl, morphine, which then blocks her stomach. And they were essentially these like laxatives, we're trying to, because you're getting constipated, and she was just getting lots of pain in her stomach. And then it got to a point, do you remember, she just couldn't move or walk. She was, on our chairs or couches, on all four positions in pain. Agony, we had to call the doctors and the ambulances and say, look, she's in agony. And then I remember they took her in to hospital. Royal Marsden got her in the end. Morning, Morning.